Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy, turn it like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Till I make my way up, I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up, got rid of them leeches.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Pistol. 20. Run.
Mayfield on play action. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football to win last week, so naturally he's going to come out throwing here, but that time they couldn't connect.
180.
Mayfield to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Ramsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Falcons hit 4-8 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A run for the first time would be John Robinson. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
180. Point it right. Up,
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. The Falcons send out their punter. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Pittman. There's Chris Olave. Now inside the 25. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pete Werner. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Kings.
Mayfield now. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
180.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta will give them the season sweep. 2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Looking to throw.
Pittman. He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stanley. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Mayfield. He finds his man complete. It's Stanley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what we're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Throwing, Mayfield.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7.
On the give, it's Warren. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
A handoff for Warren.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there. A big gainer.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Fernandez. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Pittman. The pass caught by Olave. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints continue to pull away here this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield. through the middle of the field. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. To throw, Mayfield. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Saints. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
180.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
39-yard line.
180. Alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hey, alert, alert! 180! Watch out!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Kings! Regular!
From the gun, Mayfield. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that will be incomplete. They were weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Throwing to start the drive. Pittman. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Well, this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll look to throw again.
This one taken in by Olave.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Moving it over at the 35.
And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Robert Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Pittman. That is caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, up big, with still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Second and 10.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Pittman. He finds his man, complete. It's Fernandez. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Looking to throw. Pittman.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Play fake. Mayfield. And it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Warren will try the right side. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Ready?
On the run, it's Warren. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rashad Bateman from 6 yards away.
And the Saints have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's the result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Falcons are able to at least get one score back. Extra point splits the uprights. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off-play action. Pittman. Downfield, and he's got a level. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, New Orleans.
Ready up!
Here's Warren. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jaylen Warren, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Operating from the gun, Pittman. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a first down.
When the defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw. Pittman. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. They hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Mayfield down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They'll get him back in his own 3-yard line. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
At the 3-yard line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Run. What's up?
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Oh, nice move. And they work this out past the 25.
It's a gain of 23
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
180! Kings, Kings, Kings! Up, up! What's up?
Here's Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Real. 180! What's up?
Throwing, Mayfield. Short throw, caught by Pitts. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Regular.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21.
Yards on the play. That's another Falcons first down. First and 10.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
180! What's up?
Now Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
The Saints 26-yard line.
Real. Point it right. What's up?
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here on the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. They kind of